Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is EV Comics, and I'm actually making a follow-up video, again, to a video I made a while back talking about the Liam Gray, Von Klaus, and Van Sciver video. Now, I don't make these videos very often because I don't really see it worth starting or getting into drama at all. But every now and then there's something that I think demands attention, and I want to repose the question, is Liam Gray the type of guy you want in CG Kings? Is this the type of person that you want in your show? Is this the type of person you want to promote and give a platform to in your movement of trying to make alternative comics, right? Trying to do this. Is he the type of guy you want in this? Now, look, Liam is a good artist. He draws some good stuff. Obviously, people like Dino King. They want Dino King 2. I'm not going to say that this guy is not a talented person. I'm not going to say that he's not an accomplished person. So don't get it twisted, Liam. I think what you've done is cool, and I want you to continue to find success if you improve your behavior. And by behavior, I mean this video here, which the FFS crew did a video about. Essentially, it goes through, and I'll play a little clip of his ranting and raving here. I'll go back and play a little bit for you.
That's Tony's crew, yeah.
Oh.
I'll rewind a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, where is it?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Liam said, you guys are just 90s artists. You ain't nothing today. You play, yeah.
Fucking bands. Ooh.
Oh, wait, what is
And the
that
context for
campaign?
this, real quick.
Let's get a little bit of perspective here and realize that I'm the Koala King of Australia, the most profoundly ungrateful piece of shit there ever is. It's almost like I earned my place to be here, and it wasn't handed.
Nothing. They just, that's it.
I'll skip over them talking.
Liam, let's laugh at Liam over saying he's doing all this heavy lifting. No one's lifting for Liam but Ethan. We're gym bros, man. And Bacillus too, which makes sense on account of the whole Greek Adonis thing. But the rest of you guys, step up or shut up. Buddy. Step up or shut up. If you want more deference and reverence and control over the Koala King, that's how it's going to be now. Because now I'm pulling rank. Now I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, okay, you drew some books in the '90s. I'm drawing books now. We've got situations like this, ladies and gentlemen. Where is it?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
And so basically, he goes on this video, and the reason why he's doing this video in the first place is because he's looking at data that he paid professionals to find, which is a lie, by the way. He just used Grok. And yeah, he never shows this data on screen. He only just shows his face yelling the entire time, and no receipts, no numbers, nothing. Just saying stuff that's on. I'm assuming his monitor, and never actually showing anything. And the FFS crew actually showed their stats. They looked up stats that Liam was Liam promoting anyone, and they couldn't find anything. Grok couldn't find anything as far as Liam promoting things. Couldn't find barely anything at all. And what's very interesting about that is at the end of the day, this doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this almost doesn't matter. It's just him being egotistical, ranting about like how he deserves respect and that he's a king. He who says he is king is not really a king at all. Something like that from Game of Thrones. I can't remember the quote. Anyway, the point is that this guy is egotistically ranting that he's better than all of them, and only like two of them promote him, Van Sciver and Bacillus. And and he's saying that if he finds it worth his time, he will grace the CG King stream with his presence. That's his words. That's stuff that he says in this video. And I mean, do you really want someone who is constantly lying, who is constantly getting caught lying, who even Van Sciver admits is a liar and everything? Van Sciver, why do you want him on your show? Is he really that entertaining? Is he really that good for numbers that it's worth tarnishing the actual legitimacy, tarnishing the reputation of CG Kings, of what it takes to be a king in this space? Is it really worth sabotaging all of that to have this guy on stream? And if you say yes, then your stream is not worth watching. because you are allowing someone this heinous, this bad, this just egotistical to have a platform and with all these other people. Which, by the way, everyone else here, talented artists like Liam. I'm not gonna say Liam is not an artist. I'm not gonna say Liam is not accomplished. But everyone else here is far more legitimate in what they're doing, because they're not always getting into these like hours upon hours of rants about how they deserve respect, about how they are treated worse than everyone else. These guys are not doing that, at least not on a consistent basis that I see, right? It is ridiculous to try and say that this guy is worth being in a room with all these guys. It's ridiculous for you to even say that. And look, I don't even follow these guys all that much closely. I follow some of them on Twitter and stuff. But Liam is just constantly making a mess of himself, making a mess of other people, trying to drag them into it. He's calling out every single one of these guys here, and those who even aren't here, and saying that they're has-beens from the 90s because his ego is hurt, because because he feels like they're not promoting him enough. It's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me to try and give someone like this a platform, and it looks bad. It looks bad on everyone on the panel, but especially it looks bad for Van Sciver. And you know, Van Sciver ended up watching my video, my first video over here. Apparently it got a good amount of viewership, which is 556 is good viewership for me. Van Sciver, if you end up watching this video right now, I just want to know, do you really think it's worth it to have someone this terrible, this terrible for the image of what Comicsgate is trying to do, someone with this awful behavior? Is it worth having him on the stream? I don't know. It just to me, it just feels extremely reckless, extremely irresponsible, to be platforming someone like this. And yes, it's your show. You can do whatever you want, but it doesn't make it right. Just because you are doing it and it's your property doesn't mean that what you're doing is the right thing. This is clearly the wrong thing. And anyone thinking that it is clearly morally questionable, if not morally bankrupt. And look, I mean that. I would not, if I were in your shoes, I would not put someone like Liam on a show that's supposed to be the best of the best, because even if his art is good, even if his comics are good, even if he delivers his stuff in a timely manner, and I'm not saying all this 100% is the truth, but even if he's doing all that, behavior alone like this should be avoided. Should not be promoted, should not be given a spotlight to. It reflects the community very badly, and the fact that Van Sciver has a soft spot for him is something I'll never understand. I don't get it. There's so many other creators that are just as talented, if not more talented than Liam, that get into far less drama, that actually have a lot more to give for the community as far as good public reputation. So much better candidates to be put on Kings than Liam. And I did my research. I want to talk about Vaughn real quick. I did my research with Grok here. And Vaughn, since the whole breakup, since the whole split, has been mostly pretty quiet about Liam. Sure, there was a talk about it in November, whenever the whole thing went down. This was like back in what? It's like a month ago, November 29th. Yeah, sure, there was a spike here, but the last time he mentioned him was December 5th, and then recently with this return to CG Kings, recently with this, he started talking about it again with other people. But it was only replies, as you can see, like it's only really replies here, and you can go through it and actually look. It pulls up the receipts, man. He's been very cordial about this. He has not become a JDA. He has not become anyone else who is actually like, split from CG and has now become anti-CG. He's been very, very respectful to everyone else. And meanwhile, Liam has not been. Liam has been just spiraling even more than ever. And making these 8-hour streams where he just complains and rants about just not getting respected, about people harassing him when they're not even really harassing them. He's just getting called out on the lies and the bad behavior, and he calls that harassment. Meanwhile, Vaughn has been doing his own thing. And I just want to ask, was it really worth it to kick Vaughn and bring back Liam? Was it really worth it to do this? Because you'll never get Vaughn back. You'll get Liam back because he sucks your dick, Van Sciver. You'll get him back always because he loves the attention you give him. And I think you know that. But the fact is that in a lot of people's opinion, Vaughn is a much more reliable, much more good reputation, I guess, for CG Kings than Liam ever will be. And look, Liam is someone who is very mentally ill, and I want him to get better. But that will never get better until he actually gets off of Twitter and focuses on just doing the art. He needs to completely unplug from the internet and only use it to promote his stuff. Only use it to actually get his comics out there, to update his campaigns and stuff. He will never do it. And he'll never do it partially because you give him hope, Van Sciver, that he can return to the show. That is the reason why he continues to do this. It's because he knows that he can get attention from you and other people. That is one of the reasons why he does this. And it is perpetuating this cycle of him just spiraling on the internet and doing these things like the sitting by the river incident. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And look, I'm not gonna say that if Van Sciver completely exiled him that he would stop. No, if anything, he would shift his rage towards Van Sciver at that point. But at that point, he would have no more bridges to burn. Because he's burned about every bridge, especially with this last video, calling out all the kings and stuff for not promoting him, and calling them 90s has-beens when he's a current king. He's someone who's doing stuff better than them now, according to his video. I just gotta ask again, was it worth it? Was it worth it to kick Vaughn and bring this guy back, even for one stream? Was it really worth it to do all that?